All right, so it's Monday's edition of Morning Ride on Delta Television, Asaba, the People's Ride. And we have our first guest this morning. Yes, the world is marking the World Blood Donor Day today, the 14th of June, 2021. And we have some guests from the Nigerian Red Cross Society and the Rotary Club of Asaba GRA come talk to us on the activities set aside to celebrate a great day as this in Delta State, Nigeria. And so from my immediate right, I have Sir Eddie Ogidi Gbegbaje. He is the President Rotary Club of Asaba GRA. So good to have you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and he is the Permanent Secretary, Directorate of Government House and Protocol. We must not take that away.
Thank you.
Then, of course, to my far right, directly opposite me is Ada Monye. She is the Blood Donor Coordinator, Nigerian Red Cross Society, Asaba, Delta State.
Yes.
So good to have you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes.
So it's all about World Blood Donor Day today. Bring us up to speed on what the day stands to achieve.
Okay, fine. World Blood Donor Day usually takes place every June 14th every year. It's actually a day set aside to celebrate existing donors and also create more awareness to people and tell them the importance of donating blood to save lives. So basically, celebrating donors, creating awareness, and also telling people that, see, it's always very good to donate. You save a life. You know that feeling when you save lives and all that.
Okay. Now, the Rotary Club of Asaba GRA, what would you as the president share with us on your collaboration with the world as it celebrates World Blood Donor Day today?
Well, we in Rotary have what we call Rotary Action Groups.
Rotary Action Groups.
Okay. And those groups are organized by Rotarians and Rotractors.
Okay.
And they involve themselves in community and humanitarian development projects.
Okay.
And we belong to the Blood Donation Action Group.
Okay.
The Rotary Club of Asaba GRA belongs to the Blood Donation Action Group.
Okay.
There are several action groups. We also have the Diabetes Action Group, Malaria Action Group.
Okay.
But we are collaborating with the Red Cross with regards to the Blood Donation Action Group. That is where we come in.
Okay.
And we are providing all the assistance, the support they require for us to carry out the exercise, which is taking place today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so when you talk about the necessary assistance and support, in what way are these going to come handy?
Yes, for them to carry out the exercise, they require testing kits.
Okay.
So we are providing testing kits for everybody who will be tested. You will not just walk into the lab and then your blood is just taken. You need to carry out a series of tests. Screen the blood, ensure that the blood is safe for use by those who need it.
All right.
Yes.
Agamonye, let's get back to you now. Yes, the activities are kickstarting today. Let's hear what exactly the public is expecting from the World Blood Donor Day.
Okay, fine. Today, which is the World Blood Donor Day, we're having a program at FMC starting from 10 a.m. And if we require you to come, donate blood, you'll be giving them a blood donor certificate, which anywhere you go to, or if you need blood anywhere, you can actually provide. In fact, it's going to give you, it's going to make the doctors or nurses attending to you, it's going to make it very easy for them because you already have your blood group and your genotype on the blood donor certificate. And we'll be giving out a handband, these regular handband people wear, but it's going to be I'm a proud blood donor. So anybody that sees you will know that yes, you're actually saving lives.
Okay.
So today we're expecting everybody to come and mass at FMC.
Okay. This donation exercise, is it going to be including members of the Rotary Club of Asaba GRA or Asaba GRA by way of extension inviting
the project is actually being run by Rotary Club of Asaba GRA in conjunction with the Rotary Club of Kwale New Dawn.
Okay.
Kwale New Dawn, Rotary Club of Kwale New Dawn, is a new club that was chartered by the parent club, Rotary Club of Asaba, GRA.
Okay.
So they are joining us in carrying out this exercise with the Nigerian Red Cross, Asaba chapter.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Rotarians
yes.
and non-Rotarians are going to be part of it. I'm also going to be part of it.
Okay.
Yes.
So who is eligible to donate blood?
Okay, fine. You have to be from 50 kg above, then between 16 to 65 years of age. You must be in good health. You must be free from every infection, HIV, hepatitis B, and then you must not have had a tattoo recently, piercing recently. Generally, you have to be in good health. That is why it's very important for us. Just like I called my transformer presidents. I'm also a Rotarian too. I'm a proud Rotarian and a proud crosser. So my guy here has been able to provide testing kits. Like I said, you have to be in good health before you can do it.
You must weigh up to 50 kg and above.
So those testing kits now will be used to also test people before they can be bled. Because there's no point you using, maybe they take your blood and without testing and you now see the store like dirty blood, so let me use that one in the blood bank. So that's not good. So that's where Rotary is coming in, and they are practically funding everything. Like I said earlier on, Red Cross is a humanitarian service. Rotary is also the same thing. Now the difference between the two is that Red Cross always seek for funds outside.
Okay.
But Rotary, we fund.
Okay.
I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like, it's expected as a Rotarian, you should be able to contribute in one way financially.
Okay.
You understand? But Red Cross is mostly about you might not necessarily use your cash because cash is not there.
Okay.
And perhaps I could also add.
Yes.
The Red Cross, because I'm an associate member of Red Cross.
Okay.
It's also important to note that Red Cross is the humanitarian side. They are usually involved in emergencies, rescue operations. They come in accidents, first aid.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people know the Red Cross. You see them around teaching people how to perform first aid, how to do what you call CPR. You see, if you've been following the news, just a few days ago, a footballer collapsed, and the first thing that was done was CPR, and that's what saved his life. So it's important that as citizens of society, you must try as much as possible to be engaged in one form of humanitarian work or the other. And Red Cross is just one that you can join and make a difference.
Make impact in people's lives.
Yes.
Okay, as the world marks World Blood Donor Day, activities celebrating this day, is it just revolving around Asaba or in other parts of Delta State?
It's in every part of Delta State.
Okay, talk to us about it, yes.
So we have a blood collection center at Uwe. I think it's Uwe General Hospital. So people around Warri Axis and around that.
You mean the Ekpan General Hospital?
Thank you, sir. Ekpan General Hospital.
Okay.
I'm actually supposed to be there this morning, but I have to coordinate this place. So we already have people there.
People on ground.
Yes, we will get pictures and videos of the activities going on around there.
Okay.
We have a lot of people going there this morning to also donate blood. So it's not just here. It's all Delta states.
Okay, what about riverine areas? You want to share with us on that? Is this activity going to be taking place in riverine communities?
The thing is, in the riverine areas, there are a lot of logistic challenges, and you have to prepare adequately for such exercises. We do those things in phases, maybe at a later date. We have other chapters, other branches. So the branches that cover those catchment areas usually take care of those areas. But I know that just like she said, the activities are being done across the world. That's what I think I should stress at this point.
All right.
Yes.
You have something to add, yes.
I want to add that we don't sell blood. Because
we don't sell.
We don't sell.
Rotary Club doesn't sell.
Red Cross
doesn't sell.
Okay. At all. Because a lot of people have been calling out like, I hope they won't sell my blood and all that.
Okay.
I said no. We have an MOU with Federal Medical Center Asaba. Red Cross or any blood donated by individuals from Red Cross should not be sold. It is given for free, and we have criteria for those bloods too. Usually, the blood is supposed to be meant for those who cannot afford blood. Then also one of the reasons why Rotary is also funding is because for you not to be able to afford the blood, you cannot also afford the testing kits. Okay. So this is where Rotary is trying to, balance that gap or bridge the gap.
Filling the gap.
Filling the gaps, you understand. So now Rotary is providing those things to also help those people when they now come. Maybe they need blood. The blood is for those that cannot afford, the pregnant women, children, accident victims, in terms of emergencies. Those are people that need that the criteria we placed for those blood. So now Rotary is providing those testing kits to be used for them for free. Okay. They are not expected to pay anything.
Okay, so I
think we should also bear in mind too that the fact that it's not being sold is principally because, like I said, during emergency situations, somebody who is at the point of death, you will not be asking the person whether he should, demanding that he should pay and all that.
Yes.
So that's actually not necessary. But the importance of blood donation cannot be overstressed. The reason being that, let me just give you an example. About 3 weeks ago, precisely about 3 weeks ago, there was an emergency case of a pregnant woman who was in labor and needed a particular type of blood. She had a very rare genotype. And the request for assistance, for donation, was placed on several platforms.
Yes.
She was in labor, and incidentally, she had twins,
yes.
And so she needed a lot of blood. Regrettably, although efforts were made to get some pints of blood, but by the time blood was sent to her at the theater, she was gone. She had passed on.
I remember.
So we lost her, and the twins were saved, but fortunately the mother died.
That was during the disco week.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a one too many cases amongst us.
Yes.
You find people who don't have what it takes to get blood when they need them. Now, yes.
And there are some rare genotypes. So like
genotypes of blood negative.
Negative.
Okay, that's a blood group.
Yes. Like I always reserve them. They're like special people. Like we only use them when it's necessary.
Okay.
Do you understand? Because we don't want a situation whereby somebody will call and say, okay, we need an O negative blood, and maybe the person who has it or the people who has it would have donated previously. So we always reserve them.
Okay, so how do you ensure safety of blood donated, and for how long does blood donated stay before it's used?
Okay, it's supposed to stay for 36 days, but there's a clause.
36 days.
No, the truth is when they bleed somebody, the blood lifespan, the more it stays, the more it goes down. So what they do for us is, like today now we're going to donate blood, like a lot of people are coming to donate. So what FMC usually do is they use those blood. Okay. Then maybe when somebody now comes, of course it's not every time we'll be getting like somebody who cannot afford and all the rest. So what they do is once there's a case like that and they don't have blood from our own, they use their own, like a kind of replacement. Do you understand? And sometimes too, when we get a call that we need blood and we don't have a donor immediately, they go ahead to use their own and we replace blood. So they don't usually, there's no point in you donating blood and they will now start keeping the blood. At the end of the day, you don't get somebody who needs it and you now discard the blood. There's no point. So what we do is use the blood. If we need, you use your own
from the blood bank.
From the blood bank. So that is how we do it.
Okay, let's really tweet what is going on the screen right now. Are these part of the testing kits, and then we saw some individuals donating blood? Is that what they were expecting today?
Yes, this one, they're parts of Rotary Club of Asaba GRA donations for
projects that we did in the past, in the recent past.
Yes.
Okay, are these in connection with blood donation?
Yes, it's also part of our humanitarian services.
Okay.
So this is part of.
Those are donors.
Those are donors.
Okay.
Yes.
And so today we are going to be expecting more people come out to donate
Yes.
blood. Okay, what has the Nigerian Red Cross Society, what has it done in sensitizing people about today's activities to ensure that people come out en masse to donate blood?
Okay, we've been going to communities.
Okay.
We've been going to churches.
Right.
We did flyers, shared to people. Yes, and we've been doing radio jingles too.
Okay.
Yes.
You did radio jingles. You didn't remember television at all. Yeah, let's. Yes.
I'm speaking. I don't know what to say about this.
All right. Can we get back to you on that? Sensitization. You
Yes,
made
what
mention of
we
strategy
did.
ROA. Yes.
Yes,
It's sensitization going on in those areas too.
Exactly.
Okay then.
At Tuesday's fellowship, I actually arranged for a member of the Red Cross
Okay.
to come speak to members of the club. She was supposed, Ada was supposed to do the talk, but she was not around. She was out of town, and so we now had to call on one of the state officer, Paul Orukamayan, who features regularly on your program. So he came to give a talk on the importance of blood donation, and he gave a very good, eloquent talk on that, and sensitized our members to come out in their numbers, and also to spread the word that we are carrying out this exercise this morning. So my expectation is that quite a number of members of the club, Rotary Club of Asaba GRA, and Rotary Club of Kuala New Dawn, will be at that ceremony today at 10 o'clock. It starts at 10.
Okay.
Federal Medical Center, Asaba.
All right. Any addition to what we've been talking about here?
Well, the theme for this year is give blood and keep the world beating. So
give blood and keep the world beating. Okay.
So I encourage everybody to come and donate blood. And one of the advantages of donating blood is that, most of us in Nigeria, we don't have the habit of going to the hospital for medical checkups. So it's also an opportunity for you to get yourself checked. Your blood pressure, your hemoglobin level, your sugar level, hepatitis B, HIV, syphilis, any infection. So it's also an opportunity for you to come get yourself tested for free. All you need to do is, once you're cool, just give us your blood to save life.
Okay, so once you're cool, once you're healthy, you're above 50 kg, you can go donate blood today to save lives.
Yes.
All right, so let's get back to you on the theme of this year's celebration now. Give blood and keep the world breathing.
Yes.
Beating.
Beating.
Let it beat.
Yes.
Okay.
The heart is the engine room.
Okay.
It requires blood to function, blood and oxygen to function. So we need to continue to donate blood, because there are so many people around us who, just like we said earlier, cannot afford to buy blood when it is required. So for those of us who have been placed in certain places where we can afford to promote blood donation and also actively participate in the exercise, I want to urge us to continue to do so. It's not a one-off exercise though. It is something that we need to do continually. And be reminded that if you donate blood, you are saving a life. Accidents do happen, emergencies do occur. Nobody prays for them, but they occur, and that is part of what life is all about. So we want to encourage everybody who is healthy, who is clear of any form of disease, to please come forward and make your own donation, blood donation,
Okay.
so that you can also save lives.
Okay. The President just told us now that blood donation for today is not just a one-off thing, it's a continuous exercise. And Nigerian Red Cross Society, what have we been doing as it concerns blood donation?
We've been doing blood donations for like 3 years, since I became the blood donor coordinator, like 3 years now. We do every 4 months.
Every 4 months?
Every 4 months.
Okay.
That's 112 days.
Okay.
Yes, every 4 months.
And mind you,
Okay.
sorry I'm interjecting, you need to let them know that if you donate blood now,
Yes.
there's a particular period where you cannot donate again because so that it doesn't affect your health.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to explain to her. Every 4 months, like if you donate blood now,
Yes.
the next time you donate again is in 4 months
Okay.
time. And for the Nigerian Red Cross, we donate almost all the time. Not like if you've just donated. No, like we have different people always coming forward to donate. Once there's a need for blood, and we post it on our WhatsApp platform, and people share the messages. Before 5 minutes, like you get calls like, please, I'm interested. That's how wonderful it is.
Okay.
You know, you realize that if you don't pass this message, you won't know that a lot of people actually have that interest to like save human lives, and especially when it comes to blood donation.
Yes.
In fact, even people you don't expect. The last time we had a program here, I think on radio,
Okay.
a herbalist called me,
Oh.
and he was like, please, is this Ada? I said, yes. It's okay. I just had a program. I listened to your program on radio, and I want to be a donor, but please, I'm a herbalist.
Oh,
I was like, fine, no problem, sir. So long as you have blood in your veins and you have a healthy blood, fine. Everybody is allowed, eligible to
donate.
Donate. So it doesn't matter who you are.
Okay.
The most important thing is you're trying to save a life.
Yes.
That is the most important thing. And you know that joy you feel when you look at somebody and like, I actually gave this person blood when this person needed it, and the person is living. So that's joy that you are a part of somebody's life too, you know, is a great one, the joy you feel. So I encourage everybody, please. It doesn't kill.
Okay.
You're still your normal person when you donate.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk about the myth surrounding blood giving and taking. A lot of persons have some mystical inclinations to what blood donation is all about. Some don't believe in them. Some will not take because of their religion. So let's just disabuse the people's minds on
Yes, I know that there's a particular religious denomination that does not believe in blood donation, and they also do not take blood. But I know that after, in the space of time, we've had situations where they have come to realize that scientifically and even spiritually, there's actually really nothing wrong in donating blood or receiving blood. What they were doing before now, a lot of them, I have quite a number of them as friends, what they were doing was that if they went to hospital and they were short of blood, then they used to say, they used to take what you call blood enhancers, maybe blood tonic, and so many other things. But you see, the recuperation rates, the rate of recuperation is usually very slow because there's no substitute to blood. You can take other things that will help in bringing up your PCV and all that. But if you are short of blood and you require blood, you just must take blood. There are no shortcuts to it. So we want to dismiss that myth. There's nothing mythical about you donating blood or you receiving blood. It's a lifesaver. It's a lifesaver. That is the essence of blood donation. And somebody who needs blood desperately should have the opportunity of being given. And not you restricting or restraining that person from getting blood. You do that, the person loses his life. And God help that person. I do not think that God will forgive anyone who denies another person the opportunity of living because he or she has been denied taking blood or donating blood to somebody who requires it.
And I can actually give us your last word now.
Okay, for me, give blood, save life.
Give blood
And save life.
The last word.
Agree.
Agree.
That's it.
Give
That's
blood
it. And save life.
life.
Yes, it is
Artists,
essential.
yes, it's been a great time talking with great minds like you, Sir Eddie Ogidi-Bigbaje, the President, Rotary Club, Asaba GRA, and Permanent Secretary, Directorate of Government House and Protocol. And then, of course, Chief Ada Monye. Blood. You don't like that part, but I love it. Thank you for coming and for sharing so much with us. So far, so good. Beautiful interview with great minds talking to us on the World Blood Donor Day today, the 14th of June. Remember, 14th of June annually is set aside to celebrate this great day, World Blood Donor Day. So they've told us all we need to know about blood donation, where it's happening today. In Delta State, we have 2 centers today to mark World Blood Donor Day 2021. The Federal Medical Center, FMC Asaba, and the Ekpa General Hospital, Ekpa Wari. You can actually go there, donate blood. Then you can locate other centers where you can go donate blood. If you're healthy, 50 kg and above, you know your genotype, your blood group, okay, there are testing kits available for you to go test to find out if you're eligible or good enough to donate blood. Donate blood, save lives. And don't forget that this year's theme for celebration of World Blood Donor Day is give blood and keep the world beating. We like that. So let's keep the world beating. If you're not good to donate blood, please stay away from such centers today. And so we'll move on now on Morning Ride, even as we keep the world beating. Our export is motivational to walk and check our muscle is right here with us to take us on the topic price and leadership. How much do you know? How much are you ready to